Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Alan Wake. We're picking up exactly where we left off, even so far as having the shadow chasing us as we head our way up to Mirror Peak. And in fact, can we grab more revolver ammo? No, we're maxed out. Well, we may as well have the rifle out for the moment. I see a thermos over there in the distance. Right, we have read this before, so we'll just push on. And I'm kind of curious if there's anything up here, just because that it's in my nature to parkour my way up places that you really shouldn't be going. And this does kind of feel like one of those places. Really good view from up here, though. Can almost hear movement in the woods. Very disconcerting. I tell you what, I'm glad there aren't like scurrying animals to give you the heebie-jeebies in addition. Let's have a little look off the edge. Don't see any collectibles down there. Oh, excuse me. I hope my nose doesn't play up for this whole episode. That would rather suck. Okay, I'm convinced that there's nothing over there. So let's return to the bridge, because nothing says death like being attacked by birds while over a massive chasm/ravine. There we go. Maybe it's not. No. Maybe it's not, he says. Oh, God. Right. Youch. Oh, don't get stuck there. Oh, the frustration is real. The frustration is real. Okay, we'll do that again. So I was trying to dodge backwards, but it wasn't telling me that there was the tree behind me. So we just weren't moving at all when that happened. So we know there's going to be a few on that side of the bridge. It might be smarter for us to deal with the one behind us first, but yeah, it couldn't really dodge past him there. And that gives us a moment of respite. We can keep these guys paused by just tapping every now and then. Much smarter to deal with the ones behind first. Let's get our rifle all reloaded. And then we can go get that thermos, which is the whole reason we came over here. Anything over this edge? Not really. We've still got 17 rifle bullets, so that's a good number. And six flares. Oh, hello. You tucked away just a little bit. 8 flares. I'll keep the rifle for the moment. because I do like the amount of damage it puts out. We've got another manuscript page just down there, and I think that's kind of where we're going to have to go because the bridge is out. This doesn't look problematic at all. Okay, let's have a read.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
So it's not just a story. It actually was supposed to be gone. So the question is, what really happened? Did we just drag Alice down into the lake? That'd be kind of sucky. Looks like it doesn't want us to go this way, so I guess we're doing the action hero kick thing again. This feels totally safe. Do we have to kick this? Could we just like climb up it? I'm not sure if that makes it more safe. Definitely doesn't feel like it. Okay, let's explore around before we go in. Got a little thermos out the back. Don't see a way of getting to that yet. Oh, I suspect we're going down rather than up. This has been all bricked up, hasn't it? Yeah. Fills me with joy, that does. Let's get the old flare gun out. So this wall definitely not coming down. And with that bit of masonry across, there's no way we're going to be able to push our way through. And it goes right up to the edge there. I mean, that is having some proper trust in your foundations, that is. Okay, let's get down inside. Ooh. I guess we're finding out. You talk to me on TV? Tom, you talk to me on TV. What? Tom. Oh my god. So, someone's a little bit obsessed with Thomas Zane. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Yeah, this is super freaky. We've got something to collect over there. We've got bullets over here. Still no way out the back yet, though. Hunting rifle ammo. We do have the hunting rifle at the moment. We've got bits of falling from the sky. And more flares than we can actually use. So, definitely an incentive to pop them off. Well, let's get the old rifle out for the moment. Did not want that. Okay. Well, that wasn't the gun I was expecting. Ow. Just about got out the way of him. I think we made it through that. I'm annoyed it switched my weapon on me. I am rather annoyed that it switched my weapon on me. So how many flare... Yeah, we ended up using way too many flare gun charges in that fight. I wanted to just use a regular flare and then start picking them off. And it just instantly filled my screen with flamey badness. I mean, flamey goodness, because it was definitely a benefit, but didn't want to use those resources in that way. Okay, well, we know the thermos is that way, so let's head round, grab it. Saw you before. What an interesting place it is, indeed. Now, in terms of moving on, this is kind of a windy path we've got going down here.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Perhaps we'll be able to see if we get a bit closer. We've got another manuscript
I was
page.
close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Okay, Wake wakes up in the
I
lodge.
tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Ooh. So they're playing the mental health crisis card. It is something we've been talking about as a potential. Oh, looks like we've got an actual respectable road down there. Yeah, let...
Are you? Wake?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see?
Aww.
She's fighting for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah.
Well, I don't mind if he ends up getting destroyed by whatever that is. Playing on someone's fears like that is a gut-wrenching move. Is it deserving of death? Well, I'll let the Dark Presence be the decider of that. So, man, tell us what's up. I really hope we land somewhere safe and wet. Maybe wet. That works. Although falling at that speed, it would still hurt. So is this a fever dream or is this a memory? Either way, it's the end of the episode, so I may need to cut this bit out because of the music. Let's pick up when it starts back.
Previously on Alan Wake.
And here we
I'm hunted by
are.
the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
And that brings us to where we are.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
No,
Hartman.
it's the
I
doctor.
fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went
Oh,
through another
hang
rough
on.
period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Okay. That was very cool, having read it just a moment before.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
So is this a flashback memory?
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Let me just
Quite
hide over
right.
here.
That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Sure.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
Oh, we could just go into other people's rooms. Lovely. Night Springs, the video game by Remedy Entertainment. I love it. Ah, look. Death Rally. Death Rally was an awesome game. I mean, this is going back a fair bit now. Marble Maze. This is kind of interesting. This is like a screenplay, almost. That's very cool. Right, so that's
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery
Emerson's
process here
room.
at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
I wonder if that
This way,
counted
Alan.
as me finding one of the Night Springs video games. Let's check the stats. No. So let's head back to it because it wouldn't let us interact with it. Maybe we can interact with it later. Okay, can't go into Anderson's room. And around here, we just got the bear. That's very good. The artwork just kind of makes me think like this is part of an illusion.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you.
But
your
it does!
thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. So you're just telling me what I already know, except you're saying it's not real when it is real. Huh? Huh?
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Okay. But outside...
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth.
Are you sure?
Unless
Because
you
I've shot a
fight
lot of
fantasy,
people.
It will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
I
You're
kind
a
of like
skeptic
that one,
by
actually,
nature,
because
Alan.
I
We
can
both
fight
know
that.
this. Everything can be explained logically.
Let me just check up here. Oh, there's a thermos in there. Well, if I'm going to have to wreck this place to get that thermos, better believe I'm going to do that. Can I go in here? Doesn't say it's a door. Ooh, what's this? Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. Thomas Zane, in memory of a dear friend and poet. Well, it's a lovely lodge. You can almost see
Never
where
get
things
tired of
were.
this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather
Oh, you're in
forecast.
trouble.
Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
By the way, do you have any torches nearby? Or
Alan, what I'm
flashbangs?
telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
Hey,
It's very
I haven't said
natural
you're
for you to
lying,
think
I
of
just
me
said
as
you're
your enemy.
wrong.
It's part of the illness.
I let him
after
talk.
all.
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
I'm going to be taking
Come
your
along.
keys, mate, by
Let's
the way.
go inside.
Come on, spooky. Come on. Scary bad. Yeah, bad scary.
Okay, can't go over the table.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Sure, well, I'm going to grab the thermos.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
Oh, that's Emerson. Okay. We've got another QR code.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me
Hartman
to
had
go west,
mentioned
but
that the
you won't be
power had been
scared.
acting up.
But you can't
Maybe
just
that was the reason for the
decide to dream
generator and the
out when
work
you
light on the
have it.
balcony.
Emerson.
The generator hadn't been activated,
Okay, sorry,
and there was no
sorry.
key.
Oh, good to know. Alright, let's head back down and see what else we can find down here. Another thermos.
Get him. Head.
No leaving by the looks of it. Oh, but we can read the poster.
Alan, please, this way.
Engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow explained in his own words. Now available in bookstores across the country. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm not ready to go with you just yet. This is the look of a man who is not impressed. Hey.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
I've painted you.
Oh, lovely.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
That's the guy that did the hammer kill.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Right, let's head back round. So cool and kind of terrifying. So in here. Hello?
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Sure. We can definitely do that. Can I go into these rooms? Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' needs for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems. It won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo to me. Another TV in there, and what looks like a manuscript page.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Night Springs, the
There's a
board
storm
game.
coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Well, they look happy
that'll
enough.
do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best.
Or
Don't you
maybe try to get into that room with the manuscript
I'd like
page.
to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're alright, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's gotta go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
Interesting that he called us Zane.
Lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Another page.
My head was clear.
Thomas Zane's writing and assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Brilliant.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
This is really cool.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt. disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, god damn it.
This is so much really cool exposition. Alright.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
Okay, I guess we're
We
gonna
had parties there, man.
trying to find the
You
booze.
should go there and have a party.
I really want to get in here, but I think that'll have to come later. So, Emil Hartman was around when the old writer was using the typewriter.
They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Sure, I'll do that. I'm going to check the generator again.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Definitely worrying. Okay, let's check the generator. There's still nothing extra there. Because if we start writing, I have a feeling it's just all going to go wrong. But it seems to be the thing to try.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Sure thing, Birch.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from me, old little witch.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Anything we can do with this? No, not yet.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
That's a manuscript page, so we'll have that. Barry in the
Hartman
lodge.
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh no, that's definitely not going to be good for Barry.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
Okay, we can't go that way.
We're on a comeback tour, baby.
We could go downstairs, but let's check the other rooms. We couldn't get in this one before, whereas we can now. So this is painting. Can I knock the paintings and have a look at them? There's a lot of black. Yeah, that is a big storm. Yeah, can't go any further that way now. Guess we're gonna have to go down. Looks like the old gods of Asgard are having a spot of fun over there. Right, can we get out? No. In that case, it's probably going to be onwards through where we saw the other manuscript page. But we'll check each of the potentials just in case. It's not that bad.
Backstage is
Sinclair
all
looked
yours,
bad.
Tom.
That wasn't a love
Seize your
tap. The
destiny.
crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's
Come out
office.
and face
He had
the
taken all
music
my
first.
manuscript
It's
pages.
time to pay
That's
the
where he'd be keeping them.
Maybe
Okay,
you could
so it's
come
going
out
to
and
put
pick our
into the
wrinkles,
staff
adult
area, which is
diapered asses
that way.
for it, since you're so tough,
But
Bert.
let's check if any of the doors open just in case.
Road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Lord
Well, we know
Out of here! Hartman, do you hear me?
Barry.
Do your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Well, we'll definitely say Barry, but let's have a look in the office first.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Interesting. Let's read the manuscript page first. Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
This has all been orchestrated by Hartman. Okay, let's play the tape.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He
Wow.
doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yeah. The one that we had a couple of episodes ago.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Alright, Barry, let's get you out of there.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
Poor Barry.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Can we do anything with this? I guess not. Hey, a trusty revolver.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Kinda tempted to shoot this guy in the face.
This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Well, I think I remember that page from one of the ones we found earlier about closing the door and smiling, knowing what was happening on the other side.
I had to find a way out.
I don't have a torch. Oh god, yeah. That was a tiny indicator. Okay, know that there's the generator upstairs. And I've got the key now. That's gonna help. I only got 6 bullets though. Alright, we want to come through here. Oh, jeez. Fine. Flare? Yes, please. I would like a bit more than just one flare. Do kind of ish. Let's grab the manuscript page. Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
I guess we definitely fit that. Is this just... wasting time for us, or is this... is this worth us having on? Mustang Drift. An in-game advert.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Is this just adverts, or is there going to be something? Just adverts. Brilliant. Okay, can't go through there. Guess we're pushing on. It's definitely trying to get in through all the doors and everything. I can cut in here. Not in this one, maybe one of the ones in the middle. Oh god. Don't mind me. You want to run at me? Smash into that door a little bit? Can I go out this one? No. Ow. Yeah, that's going to be very painful. That'll do. Thank you for the way out.
Al, I'm here.
Oh, he's got a flashlight. There's a thermos over there. Let's go grab that.
Hey, come on! You gotta get going.
Gotta get my coffee. Struggling artist, you know. I do wonder how many extra places we would be able to get into if we take the time. So let's take the time. We're almost at the end of this episode anyway. And yeah, that doesn't go through. I can jump now. Can't jump around that corner. And that's not anywhere we can go. Alright, let's meet up with Barry and then we'll finish out the episode. Oh, actually we've got a plaque to read. Suspended. Lauren Miller. 1989. Oh, look at that place.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thanks, Barry.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
God, jeez. Is that it for these bits? I feel like more's gonna come flying out, but I want my health back before I move on. Let's burn it slowly rather than quickly. That gives us a way on.
Oh, jeez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Indeed it does. Well, with that, that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Alan Wake. See you soon.